Hey you guys, it's Wednesday, so you know what time it is? It's time for Sewing Wednesday. My name is Lorraine and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a channel about cross stitch, hand embroidery, whatever I'm up to, I'm going to show you guys. Sometimes I'm working on yo-yos, you just never know. So again, welcome. I live in North Texas. I live about 40 miles north of Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. And it is absolutely gorgeous outside. I'm in my kitchen today, looking out the window into my backyard, and it's supposed to be like 80 degrees today. So my husband's out playing golf, so I thought, well, I want to get this video rolling before he gets back home, because he started off early this morning. In Texas, when you play golf, you have to start off early, because especially during the summertime, it can get really hot. That's not for me, I'm telling you. But it's not for my husband either. He says, you know what? I do everything early. Get it behind me before it gets too hot. And 80 degrees is not hot. It's perfect. But give it a few weeks. It'll be up in the 90s. So anyway, that's just people live in Texas. You guys who live here with me, y'all know what we deal with, right? So, but anyway, all right, enough of that. I've got, like I said, 4 cross stitch things to show you. I do have a finish. I'm so excited about it. Thing is, I can't find my pattern now, but it is that free pattern I was telling you about. His name is Jesus. And I'll link it below one more time in case you guys want to go and get it. But I finished it, so I'm going to show it to you. I love, love, love this. Hopefully you can see. Let me do it this way. See if you can see it all. Can you see it? His name is Jesus. It turned out so beautiful. And it's 3 shades of blue. I forgot the colors. I know one was 311 and 312. I can't remember that third one. And also you can do it in a mauve color. They've got that listed too with the PDF pattern. So you just need to go to the website, joyfulexpressions.us, I believe it is. But like I said, I'll link it below if you want this. But this is free, and I'm going to frame this. But isn't this gorgeous? I love this. This has been one of my favorite cross-stitch patterns to do, because I was constantly, while I was doing it, reading the names of God, and it was just so comforting. It was. Carolyn found this for us, our winter blues, which we do on December 31st, New Year's Eve. Every year we start, this is the 3rd year, we start a winter blues pattern. It's blue, that's why we call it winter blues. And she found this, and I'm so grateful she did. This has got to be my favorite one. Like I said, I am going to frame this. I just need to go get me a frame. But this is free, so like I said, I'll list it below. So I got that done. Woohoo! Really enjoyed it. I can't tell y'all enough how much I enjoyed it. The next one I finished is Love Notes by Brenda Gervais. And I finished the Be Mine pillow. Right there where my finger's at. In this one, I changed all the colors pretty much. I ran out of 817 red. I couldn't find it. I have found it since then. I went to another Hobby Lobby and they had it. So I bought about four of them, because I use that red a lot. But I ended up doing mine in, the Be Mine part is in pink, like a hot pink. And I made the little lovebirds into bluebirds. But the leaves and the other stuff is the colors that she called for. But there's my Be Mine by Brenda Gervais. So I've made all the ones I want to out of this. Oops. I think they turned out pretty cute. I'm going to make this into a pillow. Super cute. Brenda Gervais got the cutest little patterns. This next one I'm going to show you is by Brenda Gervais too. I pull this out, and I've made a bunch of these, which I'll show you in the next video, because once I get this one done, I'm going to be giving this one away, my pattern, to you guys. And it's Bean Jubilee. Like I said, this is by Bean Jubilee. I think this one's been around a couple of years. No, 2021. So it's been around a little while. But I have made all of these on the front. And all of them except this one, which I'm not going to be making. I made this one, and I'm working on Jelly Bean. That's the one I'm working on. Let me see if I can get a better picture of Jelly Bean here. She is darling. Miss Jelly Bean. Okay. Here's how she looks right there. Now, I did have to change the color of the leaves because I did not have the color green that they called for. And I didn't write it down. But I decided just to use the green I had because I got so much DMC threads in my house I'm not using. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to keep going and buying. If it looks good, I'm going to use it. So I changed the color green, but everything else is the correct DMC colors. Here she is. Isn't she cute? I just love this little bunny. So what I've been working on, I had her done from last year and I pulled her out, and I've been working on the leaves and everything. So I still got a bunch of leaves right here to do, and leaves and flowers over here to do. I think those are eggs. These are not flowers, they're little eggs. It's an egg tree. But once I get this one done, I'm going to pass this pattern to you guys. So I've got to get Miss Jelly Bean done. And she is almost done. I'm hoping to have her done by next video. Miss Jelly Bean by Bean Jubilee. And this little book has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 patterns in it. I'll show you, when I go to give this book away, I'll show you all the ones I've made. I've finished them out. I've got them made into pillows. One's is a drum pincushion, which is darling, which I'm using right now in my sewing room, or sewing corner, I like to call it, in my guest room. I've got it on my table in there with my sewing machine to use, because it's springtime, y'all. It's springtime. All right, my next one is, which I absolutely love working on this one too, is Christmas Baking by Shannon Christine. And what I've done, I continue to work right here. I've gone all the way up right here, and I've started working on the little oven mitt. And I've done the bottom part of her dress, just the bottom part right here. And I've been, this little holly, I put the holly in. So, and this one's done on pink Ada, 14 count. The other stuff I just showed you guys was done on white Ada, 14 count, and this is ivory, 14 count. Okay, like I said, this is pink Ada. I don't know the shade or the name of it. I just know this is in my stash. So I pulled it out, didn't have a name on it. So, and I think it's probably something that Carolyn gave me, my cross stitch buddy. But there it is. Isn't it pretty? Like I said, I'm working on this right here, and I started on the knit, and I've done the bottom part of her dress, and I've done this little holly there. Isn't this beautiful? I love these colors. They just pop. And there's going to be a little gingerbread man right up here, which I can't wait to get to him. He's so cute. So, I've worked on that. Let me hold it up so you guys can see. If I can get it situated here, let me see. There you go. See the little gingerbread man? Huh. So this is Christmas baking by Shannon Christine. Fun, fun, fun. It really is. All right. Well, that's it for my cross stitch. I really didn't get a lot done on cross stitch because I really wanted to get that one. His name is Jesus done. So I dedicated most of my time as far as cross stitch on that one because I wanted to really get that finished. So I'm so glad I got that finished. But the next part of my video, I want to be sharing my slow stitching I've been working on, my pillowcase dolls, all the embroidery stuff, and anything else I've been up to. All right, let's get ready for this. First of all, I bought me some fat quarters. I was over, gosh, it was east of here for a doctor's appointment. I still have some of my doctors over there, or one of my doctors over there where I used to live, which is a pretty good drive from here. It's about an hour drive from here. So there's a quilt shop over there that I used to live close to called Pinky's Too. And I went in there and bought some fat quarters because they got the prettiest fabrics. I'm having Joann withdrawals, y'all. I'm starting to look at other options other than Joann's. I went to 2 Joann's just to see what they had left, and they were pretty wiped out. I mean, it was sad. So, but anyway, Pinky's is still open, which I really love that one. And so every time I get over that direction, I'm gonna try to stop by there and see what's going on and see what I need. So I bought some of these different colors. I love these colors, real springy. So I bought that. And that's the only thing I bought. So I was a good girl. And the next thing, let me show you. I'm trying to decide what I want to show you first. I want to show you my pillowcase dolls. Okay, I finished the first one. Well, I say I finished her. I still have to put the stuff on the back, the snaps on the back. But after that's done, she'll be all finished. But here she is. See if I can pull her back here so you can see her. Isn't she darling? Her dress turned out so pretty. And the 2 hearts, you know, I wasn't sure about the hearts on either side of this little kitty cat showing, but they all ended up in the front, and it looks very, very pretty. And there's her sleeves. Put some daisies around each sleeve, and put some daisies inside her bonnet. And the next time I'll put daisies on the outside of the bonnet instead of the inside. And I put a little bow there to tie on her bonnet. I think she turned out so darling. And I just need to put snaps right here. Now, it's gonna, or hooks, I bought both of them. It's gonna be a tight fit. I don't know if I stuffed my doll too tight because I followed the pattern the way they had it. And so I might have stuffed my doll a little bit too tight right here. So this other doll, I tried not to stuff as tight, but I've known to do that before. I used to make antique reproduction dolls with Mama Betty. She's a sweet lady. She's 96 years old now. And this was many years ago. I took lessons with her for about 20 years. I just went over there every Thursday and did a doll lesson with her. And I still go and get her and bring her to my house, and we still do things together, but we just don't do dolls anymore. But she still lives in her home. She is so precious. But anyway, my very first doll, me and my friend was doing it with her. She was letting us use her patterns and everything. So we made the doll. We made the doll body happen to be cloth, just like this pillowcase doll is. And like I said, me and my friend was doing it together. So when we got finished with our dolls, I looked at my doll and I looked at her doll, my friend's doll, and her doll looked so much skinnier than mine. And it was the same mold, the same pattern, everything. And Mama Betty goes, well, I said, mine, it looks fatter than hers. She goes, well, Lorene, you're her mama, so she takes after her mama. And I happen to be bigger than my friend, believe me. So maybe this one takes after her mama. I overstuffed her body. So anyway, the next one I'm going to try to not stuff as much. Well, I finished, you know, the body part. I did not stuff it as much, but she still looks pretty fat to me. Here she is. So, but not as tight. So maybe that makes a difference. Not as tight. This one's really tight. So, but anyway, this is my next baby. And this one is a special order for my daughter. I told her I was making pillowcase dolls, and I was going to be making one as a baby gift. And she goes, oh, Mom, I've got a baby shower I'm going to. Could you make one for me? And I said, oh, surely I could make one for you, for your gift. So anyway, she sent me the invite, which had the theme that was going to be in the baby's nursery. And it was honeybees. It was a beehive and some honeybees. And the colors were bright yellow, browns, a touch of red. And I thought, well, I can do that. So I sent my daughter 3 different patterns that I had, vintage patterns, and she picked one. And she picked, of course, one with a big beehive on it, which is gorgeous. And I've started, this is the front of the dress. Let me get it out of the hoop. Of course, it's going to be wrinkled. You can't iron any of this because you're ironing the pattern off. You have to wait till it's all sewn. So, but this is what I've gotten done on my next project, my next pillowcase doll project. But this is the beehive. And there's little bees here. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to sew these up, because I need to put yellow and black on them. So I'm going to have to do a test on another piece of fabric, just draw them up and just do them 2 or 3 different kinds of ways to see how I like them. That's why they're still not sewn up yet. But I've got this all sewn up here, and I've got the trim, the exact same trim that I did my other pillowcase doll is on the bottom here. So I've got it all the way around. But this is my next one. I need to get it done. I added the little touch of red in the center of the daisies right there. And also this Kona, because I'm handling it so much, because I'm hand embroidering and I'm moving it around, it's kind of getting, it's really making a mess out of it. Let me just put it that way. So I'm going to trim these off. And I had to do the same with this one too. I went around the edge and zigzagged it. Because I don't have a serger, so that will help the edges not to fray. And I know I can put fray check on it, but I don't want to put that on there. So I'd rather keep everything, in case a kid puts it in their mouth or something, you never know. So I'm just going to zigzag around my edges, and that's going to keep that from fraying like that. So anyway, so that's my next pillowcase doll, little beehive with little honeybees. It's going to be so, so cute. I'm really liking these pillowcase dolls. I think I'm up to 8 or 9 now I have to make. They're darling though. I have this one sitting on my bed right now in the guest room. And she just makes me smile when I walk in there. She really does. So that's my pillowcase doll update. Okay, my next thing is my slow stitching. Y'all, I've been having so much fun with this. Let me tell you. Are y'all ready to see what I've done? Okay, y'all saw this last time. This was my first page. I've made 2 more pages since then, and I'm working on my 4th page. Here's my next page. I'm trying to put a little vintage embroidery square because I've got some of these, and I put a little English piecing hexagon right there, and of course I put my yo-yos on there. But if y'all look at it real closely, I did a lot of sewing on it. All these pages have a lot of sewing on them. Aren't they pretty? I just love these. That one. And this one, like the pages are going to fit together like this. Like that. And then I'll put a blanket stitch around the edge. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to sew these together because I think I messed up. I think I was supposed to make the front and back, make it longer, and then the middle was supposed to be where the binder part would be. I'll figure out how to do it. If I have to go through it with one, one long needle, I guess, through it. Because I want to do 6 pages to make the binder. How should I do that? Did I really mess up, y'all? Because I've never made a book before like this. I'll figure it out. And you guys, if you can help me figure it out. So this is page 1, page 2. And this is page 3. This one's got a little tulip on it. And also a little Dresden plate. I had this little tiny half of a Dresden plate, and I sewed that one in there. And I made, let me see, I put Joy down there. And I did put a little rose right there I embroidered on. So this is my 3rd page. And my 4th page, I've just got it roughly sewn on. I haven't embroidered or anything. I just got it tacked on, but I can show you what I've gotten done so far. See, I'll just go and tack it down with white thread, and then I'll start embroidering. This little girl's cute too. Like I said, I've got a bunch of these. I used to make little tiny pillows with them. So I'm having fun with the slow stitching. I really am. I just need to figure out how I want to put this book together. So I've got 4 pages. I want to do 2 more pages. I did find me some batting. I was looking for some batting because I had ran out of batting. And I found it at Walmart. Walmart sells batting, so I'll probably go to Walmart from now on because I got my batting from Joann's and Hobby Lobby. I went to Hobby Lobby and I couldn't find the bat. I bought it in the bag, and now they've got it on the roll, so you have to buy it by the yard. So I don't know what's going on with the batting situation, but I did find it at Walmart, like I said. So the next thing I'm going to show you is something I made. It's slow stitching too, but it's different. It's a little needle case, or needle book. I should say needle book is what it is. So here it is. I did some red work up here with this little baby. Let me untie this so you can see the baby. This is just a piece of fabric, Colonial fabric. I tore a strip and used that as a tie instead of a ribbon. But look at this little kid in this cup. This pattern is from 1916. Yeah, 1916. And mothers used to embroider this pattern on baby bibs. Isn't that darling? So the pattern I have actually had a little bit of history already printed on the pattern about this, when it was made, drawn up, and what it was used for. So I thought he was so cute. So I thought, well, I'm going to make a little needle book and put him right on front. I added a yo-yo and this antique button. But that's the front of it. And this is the back. And let me open it up. And this is the inside. I'll put this little duck in here. But look at all this stuff I sewn on. I just, this slow stitching stuff, you can just do whatever you feel like doing. And I love it. I love it. You don't have to think about it. And it turns out really, I mean, it's different, but I like different. I like being different. And this is the other side. See, I'm thinking this is how I should have did my fabric book, the one I just showed you guys. I should have made it like this, and this, it already has the binder in between the pages. Make this a page and this a page, but I didn't do it that way. So I'll have to figure out how to attach those all together. But inside I just have batting. I use batting for the pages to put my needles. So that's my little needle book. And I attached this right here. I did use the sewing machine. Probably shouldn't have did it because that's slow stitching, and I think using the sewing machine is a no-no when you're doing that. But I did. So, but I did sew. I did do the center with some stitching right here, and I went to sew it on, but I didn't like the way it looked coming through the back here. So I just went on ahead and sewed it with the sewing machine so you wouldn't see it. So I cheated a little bit, people, but that's all I did. Everything else was done by hand. So that's my little needle book, and I just love it. I'm actually fixing to work on another one. Let me tie my little bow here so you can see it all tied up. So it's cute, and I like that little kid in that cup. I do. And then I made a few other things. I embroidered this little girl. I may make another little needle book with her and make one with him too. Look at this little circus dog. Is he cute? Oh my gosh, is he cute? These are all antique patterns or vintage patterns. I don't know when you call them antique or vintage. When does that, when do you call something antique and when do you call it vintage? Or are they the same? I think antique means really, really old, but when is really, really old? That's my question. Anyway, they're definitely vintage. I want to say these are from the 1950s, maybe, the two I just showed you. And then I've got this little girl. Her name is Bathing Beauty. I stitched her up too. I've been busy hand embroidering. I love her. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her yet. And I think she's actually out of a vintage coloring book. She was a coloring page. Isn't she beautiful? I just love her. And I did her all in red. And I believe the color's 817 I used. It's the color red I used. So that's what I've been up to, y'all. I've been really busy. I really have. And I've been loving every minute of it. So I hope you guys have had some fun stitchy time. And I would love to know what you guys have been up to. And thank you guys for all your comments. I look forward to reading your comments. I really do. I try to put a little heart there when I do get a chance to read them. But I just look forward to it. I keep getting my computer to see if anyone's commented. You know, because that's the only way I have of staying connected with you guys is through the comment section. So, and also if there's there was a heart pattern that I mentioned last video, an embroidery heart. If any of y'all want that, just make sure you email me. And if there's any other patterns that I've shown you guys that you would like to have, just shoot me an email. And if I can get them to you, I will. Okay? All right, you guys. Well, y'all have a wonderful day. And remember, one stitch at a time will get you there, one stitch at a time. And I hope to see you in 2 weeks. God bless you all. I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.